All right, friends, how are you today? Aaron Michael Eschenberg here, bringing you your horoscope for Monday, the 13th of May, 2019. Another jam-packed day, of course, in astrology land, as always. We have a couple of aspects that have been carrying through for the past couple of days that are still significant. That Yod that we talked about 3 days ago, I think it started on Friday. It's still here on Monday, all right? Now, the sun has moved to 22 degrees of Taurus, and it's creating that quincunx, that odd angle to Jupiter at 22 degrees of Sagittarius. So let me show you what that looks like, and we'll get into it here. Right up here is Jupiter. And now you see how thick this one is right here because it's exact at 22 degrees. We have this sextile here to 20 degrees. All right, and we see that this one is a little bit thinner as it's just 2 degrees off. Okay, meaning this one is exact today. So this Yod. All right, this finger of God pointing to Jupiter in Sagittarius. All right, and an exact quincunx 5/12. Okay, this is 5/12 away. It's an odd aspect, very odd aspect. All right, so what is that? What does that basically mean? Jupiter, of course, is our planet of more, our philosopher. All right, the planet of expansion. There's always higher consciousness, education, learning that's like outside of just your normal general topics, general education, you know. So it's like deeper. There's this deeper understanding of life, deeper understanding of anything really, and having faith in oneself to travel outside of your comfort zone in order to obtain that knowledge, that worldly knowledge, right? So the sun is in Taurus, the most stable sign of the zodiac, where traditions last and last and last for a very, very long time. Now, we can be dealing with a lot of uncertainty and question going on in our lives right now. A lot of things are changing in our lives. All right, we have this Pluto and Saturn kind of making this conjunction here. We've been talking about for months and months and months since I started this show. You know, this right here. And even before I started this show, when I was, doing crypto astrology last year, we talked about this connection. It's been over a year now, literally talking about this constantly. And this is major, major change and transformation. Now, what this is showing up, now look at here too, right? We got this trine, okay? Boom, boom. As the moon is in the middle degrees of Virgo through the entire day and moving, by the end of the day, it's this trine's going to, watch, switch this over to hours. And as the day progresses, that line's just getting thicker and thicker and thicker. So what's this? By midnight, right? Midnight. 21 degrees, 20 degrees, 21 degrees, 22 degrees, 23 degrees. This is just a perfect trine happening here at midnight. All the way until 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. So let's come back here. Let's talk about this. What does that all mean? It means if we want to change this mega change that's been coming, this, if you feel uncomfortable about aspects of your life, that means it's going to change. That means you're not, you're on track, but it means you're not where you're supposed to be. You're not where you're supposed to be. And it's okay to figure that out right now. It's okay to be idle. Doing nothing is doing something because you're still observing. It's just like stopping and looking at the compass and figuring out what direction am I going in. That's perfectly acceptable and perfectly normal. So if you're feeling, though, that it's just like, I shouldn't be here, you shouldn't be. And we should be doing and creating changes. We should be taking actions like we talked about for Sundays. It's like the information that came in is going to lead us to act. And now what we're acting upon is work. Okay, we need to work for what we're doing. We need to work to achieve, to obtain this. Okay. So the knowledge that we're seeking is the answer, is the key. It's the treasure chest, okay? It's not a physical thing. We're not, it's not like we're looking for gold. We're not Yukon Cornelius here, silver and gold. It's knowledge. This knowledge is the key that unlocks the treasure chest with all the goods in it. And those goods is what's going to propel us into the next step of our lives. And where we're going this year and the things that we do over the next 6 months this summer is going to change dramatically we're not going to be in the same place next year. You know, every year you go down the river, it's a little bit different every time. But where we are headed as a whole in the United States of America is going to change dramatically by 12 months from right now. So we have to make major changes and major strides. You know, we got to take big moon style steps to get where we need to go to be prepared and ready for this change. Does that make any sense? I think so. How do we do this? By gaining the knowledge, by seeking the information out there that is going to allow us to change. That is your Tuesday. That is your Tuesday. And then further, I'm going to show you one last thing here, okay? It's just this guy right there. Is the moon today is going to be opposing, here, I'll bring this back. The moon today, at what time exactly? Monday, May 13th, 17, 18. Okay, so that happens at 8 p.m. The moon is going to oppose Jupiter. Or, excuse me, oppose Neptune. Now we don't quite have the kite that we had. Look, we have this trine, right? The Earth trine, and we have the opposition, and we have the one sextile from Saturn and Pluto over here to Neptune. But we aren't making quite that second sextile anymore. I mean, Mercury is a little loosey-goosey, about 4 degrees off of creating that sextile. But it's still kind of there. So, meaning, what we're pointing to today is our 2 planets of expansion, okay? These 2 planets of expansion, these concepts of expansion are what's going to free us, our ego, to change this very old traditions, these things that we're stuck in. Okay, we know something's got to change, but maybe we just don't know how to change it or what step to take. Again, that's why we're spinning in a circle, looking at the compass. It's like, I might not know exactly where to go. That's fine. So now it's just like, okay, take the understanding of not knowing and apply that to your adventure of learning. You know, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Cool. Pick up a book, read something, find out right now. Venus is at 28 degrees of Aries, okay? Find out what you love. Venus wants to know what in the world you love. Follow that. Follow that. And don't be idle like, oh, I don't care, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It matters. It matters a great deal, okay? So the work we put in today is going to lead us to expansion. Expansion is going to lead us to understanding and knowledge. It's going to literally change us in the way that we live daily. So, happy Monday! All right, we'll see you tomorrow.